How to Play Died a Million Times by Monolord. For this lesson, I'm going to use a First Act Custom Shop DC6. This particular guitar was custom built for Pete Adams during his time in Baroness. This thing is in B standard tuning with a set of 13 to 64 Stringjoy strings. This tune starts out in the key of B minor using a blend of the B phrygian mode and the B blues scale. First riff goes like this. So here you got this flat fifth here from the blues scale, perfect fourth and back to the flat fifth. And then you've got the minor second, the minor third, and the root. Then we transition into the second riff. We land here on the 6th fret of the 6th string, which again is that flat fifth tritone blue note interval. Then we kick into the first version of the main riff. Once again, Phrygian mode in the key of B minor, but instead of adding that blue note from the blues scale, we're gonna add a major third, and we know from our 4 intervals of doom that the major third is one of those really doomy sounding dissonant intervals when used in a minor context. So you got the root, the flat second, the minor third, the major third, and the flat 7. Now, while Thomas's Monolord tone is most often associated with a Boss FZ2 Hyperfuzz. On the Vænir album, he's got a ton of HM-2 heavy metal chainsaw tone going on. So for this lesson, we're gonna blend the Does It Doom Sabbathi 1-knob Hyperfuzz with the Does It Doom Doomsaw 1-knob chainsaw style distortion and see if we can come up with a similar tone. And new for this week, we've got this very special limited edition slime green slaughter colorway. The Doomsaw has actually been modified with a PCB mounted level control trim pot, so you can reduce the output volume of this thing for lower volume play or leave it cranked up for the full punishing Doomsaw effect. In terms of guitar tone here, we are parallel blending the Sabbathi fuzz and the Doomsaw. So you've got that octave up, splattery, bass heavy, hyper fuzz style tone with the Sabbathi, blended in parallel with that dimed Boss HM-2 style chainsaw distortion tone. Then for this third riff, we're gonna transition into the key of E minor, which would be the key of A minor on a standard tune guitar. So rooted at the 5th fret on the 6th string, and it's gonna go like this. So again, all Phrygian, the root, the flat 2nd, the minor 3rd, the flat 7th, the minor 6th, and the perfect 5th. This Phrygian mode is used extensively in Monolord's songs, and you often hear these additional doomy intervals thrown in, but the scale itself just shows up all the time. You got this bend on the root up to the minor 2nd, so a half step. Then you're gonna kick on the wah and play the same thing. For a wah pedal here, I'm using an old Ibanez Weeping Demon wah set on the low or bass setting. For today, I'm gonna show you how to play the first half of this song, but if you wanna learn the entire thing, including the really cool bridge section, the super heavy outro, you can find it all in the tab at patreon.com/doesitdoom. We've got Guitar Pro and printable PDF versions of that tab on guitar, bass, and drums. Now for this next riff, we're gonna modulate keys yet again to the key of G minor, which would be the B minor position on a standard tuned guitar. So we are gonna root ourselves here on the 5th string at the 3rd fret. This part of the song is gonna use the harmonic minor scale, and it goes like this. So you can see once again, we're mixing in that flat 5th interval from the blues scale and one of those 4 intervals of doom we often talk about. So up from that major 7th to the root, flat 5th, the root, then we end it with the chromatic passage. For amplification today, we're running into the high input of a Mad Amp built 90s reissue orange OR120 Overdrive. And then for the chorus riff here, we're back to the 2nd riff, but we got a bit of a different ending. In the Phrygian mode, but you're throwing in this doomy interval here of the flat 5th to the perfect 4th. Just sounds really dissonant. Now, I'm sure many of you have heard that Monolord just recently, this past week, canceled their current North American tour due to some health issues, some burnout issues with Thomas. So Thomas, we want to say get well soon, and hopefully we can all catch you guys the next time Monolord passes through the US. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our new weekly content. I want to send out a huge thank you to all of our Patreon members, with a very special thank you to our Riff Lord and Riff Messiah tier producers. For more content just like this, you can click the YouTube video below me. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, you could do so by clicking the round subscribe icon. So until next time, always remember, Tony Iommi is your